Okay, starting to back up.
I like you calling the boy. Are you lonely? Do you need some toys to play with?
What?
Bring them here.
I want to shoot real quick. Okay. Let me... We are approaching the Union House. We're in the van. It's September 3rd, 2005. It's 5 to 8. We're going to try a little experiment here. And I'm going to turn you off and back on. And then we're going to just walk in with you, see if anybody talks. Okay? Howdy.
But
A little early tonight.
it's about a quarter till 9, so we got a while. There's a build-up time to it.
And then, well, you'll see all the questions I got covered here. And then I got other questions here. Did you die in this home or on this land?
Let's go with
Who has died on this land or in this home? I'm trying to play with some variations in case words are not recognized. Have you died in a fire? Because you brought that up, didn't you, Steve?
Well, doesn't it seem like there's a lot of fiery scenarios looking?
Yeah.
Has anyone been murdered or killed here? Would that be okay?
Well, I think, yeah. I think it's pretty much a yes on that one, though.
Were you murdered by someone? And then who murdered or killed you? You know, I thought maybe that could give some specifics if someone is looking for help on those areas, like recognition or revenge or justice. That would open up a doorway. Then another generic, how did you die? And then another odd one that came to my head, did you make bricks?
Well, that could be.
Since the brick place was next door, did you know the slaves? Maybe were you a slave?
Were you a slave?
Maybe a slave, maybe even direct on the Captain Crow question. Okay.
I got that coming up.
What's Frank look like?
That's the one she drew the picture of. That she was going to try drawing Bob what he looked like, but the profile, that's like the generic face shape I brought up on the internet and did basic things. She goes, no, that can't be Bob.
You know what I think? Didn't Darlene have a maintenance man when I first moved in here, and I could have sworn that man's name was Frank.
That's something that she saw in barns.
He did all of the maintenance work here. Anytime you needed anything done, she sent Frank in. When as a matter of fact, you remember me saying in the story, well, you wouldn't find that in the story, but in the book, how I met a man here before I met Darlene, that guy's name was Frank.
Was he bald?
Here, it's always been different.
No, he had black hair.
I'll see. That's that one that's kind of the bald one, and she sketched in and added to the features.
It doesn't look like this guy, but she had a maintenance man named Frank, guys.
Bob?
What we're talking about here.
We heard you growl over here, and I know that means you're trying to talk to us. Because your growling goes up to where we can hear it at the human level, but your talking doesn't all the time. If you're here, I just want to say hi, and if you want to say something to us, go ahead. I got the little red light and the silver box again. Now, I wanted to ask you one time, did you have a little boy? Is he all grown up? We're here at September 3rd, 2005, about 9:50 p.m. in the living room at the Union House. We feel a presence here with us. We could tell someone's here. If you're here, I'm going to go through the same thing. You might have heard me before. This little silver box has a little red light on it. When the red light's on, that means you could use your energy and talk into it to give us answers. We might not be able to answer you back right away or come back to you, but we will listen to it and try again next week. And if you tell us something you need or you hear these questions, and we'll come back and try to help or do what we can. Okay? Ever who's here, could you please tell me or tell us your name? Who needs help down here? Last time we were here recording in the basement, someone was trying to tell us, please help me. We would like to help. How can we help you? What type of help do you need? Who needs help? People coming down, turn off. September 3rd, it's about 10:04 p.m. Union House basement. There's going to be a continuous background noise of the AC motor or whatever running in the furnace.
This is Stephen. I'm going to be talking to you for a minute. Were you a minister at one point? Did you mislead people at one point? Did you have people hang themselves in trees at one point? How did you step into it?
Mm-hmm. It's like you just step through something. Mm-hmm. Like a membrane or something. You step through it, though. There's a definite feel like,
like almost you step into a fog.
Yeah.
Is that the best way to describe it?
Pretty good one.
Yeah. Okay, now come forward. Let's see if you feel it as you come forward.
It's coming towards me. Can.
Yeah, watch the
coolness is extending back a little further.
You know what I'm saying? You feel it?
But it gets thicker at one point.
Right.
No, the coolness is drifting.
I think once you're in it, it eases up.
It's just the initial getting in through it.
Judge Crow? Captain Crow, could we please ask you a few questions, sir? Sir, before we go back to the quarters, could you give us a message? What was the person guilty of? If they were sentenced to death, that means they deserved it. I was just curious about what they were sentenced for. Why was the child killed?